Tomorrow morning around 6:30, his family members and friends can come back once again for visits, and those are called cell front visits. And what we mean by cell front is, instead of being a contact visit where they can hold hands, talk, and hug, he'll be in the holding cell, and they'll literally be sitting in front of the cell bars where they will look through the bars and they'll have conversation that way. And that will last up until 8:30 in the morning. At 8:30, those visits will be terminated, and the only persons who will be back there with him then are a spiritual advisor and his attorney until about 9:00 a.m. on Tuesday morning. At that point, the warden will come in and read the death warrant to the inmate. Once the death warrant is read, the process will begin, meaning the execution team will start preparing things such as getting ready to insert the heparin locks. He has a heparin lock put in either arm, so he'll have one lock in each arm. And the purpose of the heparin locks, that's where the tubing is inserted once we get ready to start the process.
Kind of a shunt type?
Yes, that's what they are, the shunts. The media witnesses, as well as the inmate family witnesses and the victim survivor witnesses, will see that process. It's on a monitor. The inmate will remain in the holding cell, but a monitor is placed in the holding cell that allows the witnesses to view this process in the viewing area. Once that process has been completed, the monitors will go black, and the inmate will take 17 steps into the execution chamber. Once he arrives into the execution chamber, the people who are witnessing will notice a team that is surrounding him. That's the execution team. There could be anywhere from 6 to 8 persons in the room with the inmate. The inmate will then take a step up onto the lethal injection bed, and then he will be velcroed onto the bed with Velcro straps. Once he's placed on that bed and he's secure on that bed, the warden will lean over with a microphone and offer the inmate an opportunity to make his final statement. We don't stop the inmate here in Ohio, so he could talk for as long as he wants to. The longest statement that we've had was 9 minutes. And we don't censor what they say. And we haven't really had anyone become derogatory up to this point, and we're hopeful that that will continue to be the case. He'll be allowed to make his final statement if he has one. I usually go over and ask them to start thinking about that the day before. Oftentimes they write something down, but it usually changes the day of. So sometimes the inmates will give me what they've written the morning of, and if they do that for me, I make copies of that for the media, but I won't give that to you until after the execution because it's likely to change. After he's made his final statement, the warden will give a signal that no one will be aware of other than members of the execution team, and the process will begin. The process takes anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes. You won't notice the inmate experiencing any discomfort. There isn't anything that will upset the people who are witnessing the execution. There's no expulsion of body fluids. There's no type of seizures or anything of that matter. There are oftentimes you can see that the fingernails have turned purple or the lips may turn purple, but that's the only really physical sign that you will see during the execution process. After the process is completed, the curtain will be drawn. The coroner from this county, Scioto County, is behind that curtain at that time, checking to make sure there aren't any vital signs. If there aren't any vital signs, the curtain will be reopened, and the warden will then give us the official time of death. That's the conclusion of the process.